Thanks to all of our sponsors for making our Computex 2024 coverage possible.
This is a tough Computex for graphics card brands, given that there are no new GPUs on the market, so there's not a whole lot of new stuff to push. But with AI becoming a massive focus for GPU hardware, it makes sense that they would be demonstrating what you can do with AI using their cards. And that's exactly what Palit did at their pretty massive booth. Starting with NVIDIA's Ace technology, which is, well, pretty incredible. I've seen demos online, but I've never been hands-on with it before. I interacted with the on-screen character for a while, talking about all kinds of things, and it was amazing how quick and fluid it was, throwing information back to me and watching the lips perfectly match what was being said. Of course, the rest of the team had some fun with it, telling the NPC how I hurt my ankle the week before in China, and seeing how it would respond. And truthfully, it all felt very natural, and I can't wait to see this roll out into the real-world games in the near future. We also had fun turning ourselves into superheroes from a simple photo taken by a camera, and then modelled off of various poses to see what sticks. And I have to be honest, it's stupid, it's fun, but that's what it's all about. And it all goes to show that simply creating artwork to your specifications is a breeze. But the big question, which one of us looks the best? Now, in terms of GPUs, like I mentioned, Palit are a brand who are at the mercy of NVIDIA, but that's not stopped them from perfecting their designs and coming up with something for everyone, including showcasing the top-of-the-line Game Rock series of cards all the way down to the White Edition cards, which I'm all for, and something that seemed to be a lot more prevalent at the show this year compared to last year. But the most interesting for me from the selection was the Calm X RTX 3050. Sure, it's not the newest card on the market, but it's passive and perfect for those where silence is key, like in a living room HTPC or streaming machine for gaming. Now, it gets even more interesting as we moved around the booth, as not only did they have this simply looking gorgeous RTX 4080 Master signed by the main man himself, Jensen Huang, for those who want a more professional or creator-focused looking card, but if you want something more in your face and full of bling, then the Infinity Mirror RGB cards were really the standout cards of the show. The Beyond Limit cards are bigger, badder, and more brash than ever, and I'm all for it because it screams gamer, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. Sure, not everyone is going to want all the glitz and glam, but Palit have cards for you, while unicorns and rainbows is where these cards are at. While they're not released onto the market yet, it's a perfect way for Palit to get feedback from the show about what direction they should be going in the consumer market. And honestly, for me, this is a huge step in the right direction, because while RGB can sometimes look tacky, these cards have managed to retain their premium design while adding a nice flick of design flair. And who knows, if we don't see these on the 40 series, maybe it's a taste of what's to come on the 50 series when they launch to market. Now, the big, and I mean big, thing for Palit at the show was the fact that they've teamed up with German liquid cooling company Link, and they've made something, well, very special, including a graphics card with a 7-inch screen. Sure, we've seen cards launch with screens before, but nothing quite on this scale. And this is made possible thanks to this new prototype that features a somewhat modular design that will allow you to put a screen on it, or a simple but elegant solid design. It also has the ability to be water-cooled thanks to quick change connectors, allowing you to install a radiator of your choosing and to stick with the changeable and modular design. Now, there's no word on price or availability given the fact that it may never actually launch, and instead is just a way for Palit to show what is capable if the market requires such a card. Overall, Palit have shown a huge step up in their business and their products, and I'm eager to see what the 5000 series brings from this graphics card manufacturer, because the future looks very, very bright.